Hello. In a previous presentation, we examined where one might go to find demographic data if they wanted to study the United States. In this presentation, we shift focus to the international level in case somebody would be interested in doing some cross-national studies. One of the most valuable sources of international data come from the World Bank in the form of the World Development Indicators. And this data file combines several different sources to provide roughly 1,300 indicators across 217 nations or island nations. It gets a little sticky when you start trying to define what a country is actually, but they actually define it by economies. And probably this is the most comprehensive source of international data. And if we go to their website, we can see this is the World Bank data website, data.worldbank. This is the catalog. You get a little bit of an overview here. And you actually have quick links to download the data in the Excel file or the CSV, comma separated values. And then there's also some information about the World Development Indicators. But you can see it comes out every year and covers a range of topics: agriculture, rural development, aid, climate change, economy, education, energy and mining, environment, external debt, financial sector, gender, health, infrastructure, labor, poverty. Within each of these topics are just dozens upon dozens of indicators. And you can see the coverage ranges all the way back to 1960 through the present, and that will be updated over time. And I will warn you though that earlier years are very sparse. Not only do the units of analysis change as countries have, the borders of countries and the names of countries have shifted over time. Data collection was very inadequate in the beginning of this time frame. So just be aware of that if you're working with this type of data. I prefer to explore the World Bank data using their Data Bank website. You can notice the URL here, databank.worldbank.org/data/home. And I like to just click on the databases link. And from there, you can begin exploring the World Development Indicators using this kind of paned view, where you get to pick your database. I'm looking at the whole World Development Indicator database. You get to pick your countries. So who do you want to study, right? If you click the checkbox select all, it'll give you all of them, just as a shortcut. You get to pick your series. That's where you're going to have quite a long list. In fact, 1,500. I believe that's more than it used to be. You can see just the range of alphabetically listed topics here. And you just pick things that you're interested in studying. Let's say we want to look at the age dependency ratio, percentage of working age population. Okay, so we're doing that for every country. And then you get to pick which time period you want to examine. So maybe we just want to look at some recent data, maybe 2016. I don't know if 2017 is available or not. All right, and then we're ready to go. So then we click Apply Changes, and it's going to generate what we asked to see. Right? So what we've got here is just Afghanistan came up. We can pull down, look at other countries. We can look at charts. We can look at maps. We can look at metadata. Takes a minute to load. What I like to actually do is click on the download options. In there, I usually choose Excel, but if you're actually getting a lot of indicators, you're going to want the CSV format because there are no limits on the number of columns, whereas Excel will limit your number of columns to 256. But in this case, I'm just looking at one. So if I click on the Excel link, it will download. It's not very obvious, but if you look in your download folder, you will see the data file there. And I've already opened it. And so you see I've got every country. I've got the country code. The series was age dependency ratio. That's going to be the same all the way down. The series code, and then the actual data. So there's the age dependency ratio, percent of working age population for each country. And this is the format we're going to need it in if we're going to do any type of analysis using a statistical program.